Hey, fellow friends, hope everyone is doing good. Hash again with another quick learning tutorial. Today, we're going to be talking about Git and as well as GitHub. So, Git is basically a local repository or local storage on your machine. They call it version control as well. So, whatever you do, it's going to be on your machine. GitHub is a remote repository. Basically, when I say remote, that means it's somewhere on a server, whatever. So, this is just a server where you push your codes into that and you share it with your friends, your colleagues, your manager, whatever. There are a couple of stages, whether you're an automation tester, a developer, um, you would definitely deal with Git and GitHub because these are the platforms where a lot of stuff happens, right? So let me just go ahead and bring up Git first and show you guys a little bit more. Oh, wow, there's an incident. What was that? Say Git. Okay, so this is my account. You see all these projects back here. Um, there are five stages, pretty critical to know. The first stage on a GitHub platform, you can create projects. You can create local projects, definitely, because you're locally working on your computer. There's a desktop version of this as well. Um, you can add files to different staging. You can commit changes to a local repo. You can push changes to your master branches or other branches that you have, or even to your remote repos or GitHub, basically. Not Git, but GitHub, where basically, as I mentioned, it's a server where you push your codes towards that. Um, there's always someone there as a manager, probably someone who's going to review your codes, things like that, or he might or she might give you tasks. I might just tell you that, hey, I created a new project on GitHub, which is basically a server. Go ahead and clone and then continue with your task, whatever task I give you. Um, for you to know, there are a couple of things. You definitely can clone the remote repo to a local repo, bring it to your local machine, import the project from a Git from Git to a workspace, add modify features, codes, test cases, create new branches, add files, stagings, as I mentioned earlier, commit changes, push changes, request basically, or pull requests, things like that for review of your code. Um, then obviously the fourth stage, I think, would be to just confirm those changes, provide your comments, whatever, to your team member, and just give them a thumbs up that everything is good to go. Let's just go ahead and merge the code with a master branch so that way all of us can see it like as a team. Um, without any further ado, let me go ahead and open Eclipse so we can actually push some codes from our workspace to our local machine GitHub, or basically the storage that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to try my best to make it as quick as possible. All right, so let's just go ahead to our project, call this Git Java. Say finish right there. Create a package here, call this Git try. Create a class. Oh, I have copied something because otherwise I have to do some, I gotta put some codes back there. Git to hit the main method. I think I created, I declared a string data type and put a condition. Yeah, I did. So let me just go ahead and make sure that this runs. All right. It's just for proof of concept, but we have something. So we declare the variable there and then use the if statement. If you have a message, you need to work hard to achieve your goal. If not, that's what's going to happen. You fail. As you fail. Okay. All right. So let's close this. We're not talking about variables or data types or if statements. Come to your project back here, right here. Right click, new, or come to the team. Basically, say share project. The very first thing you have to do. You see these the Git repositories here. You can bring them up as long as you're on Java. You just go ahead and if you don't have it, go to the search tab, just put Git. You should see them right there. There you go. Git repositories. Just click that. It's going to come back there. All the repos will come there. And these are basically layers where you get connected to your Git platform to basically share, push codes, things like that. First and foremost, let's just bring our file and add it to the queue here in the bottom on Git repository share project. Hit this, and then create repository. We're basically creating a repository here on Eclipse here. Did that, that's created. So here we go. We got the Git Java masters, and we should have it here too, right there. With the relevant files and folders that we need. Click again. So from now on, or this point forward, you can either do it here, exactly the same thing as whatever I'm going to do right here on Eclipse. So you hit right click again, go to team, you put this, add this project to an index basically. So that's what it is. Once you do that, it's going to turn kind of black like that, kind of stars or the multiplication sign or whatever. I don't even see that. Maybe star, whatever you call it. There you go. So now you should be able to see it. It's right here. We add it into the index too. You go ahead, click again. You say team, and then you commit. So now you can remove it back from index, just so you know. You can go ahead and commit. First commit. The files, the libraries, everything we had on our project here that we created, the Java project. We can hit commit, but if we hit, it's going to ask us for a commit message here. So we're going to say first commit. First commit made. So if you hit commit and push, obviously that's what's gonna happen. Commit, it's gonna commit and push it. But you see that little cloud there? It's gonna go to the server. It's gonna go to GitHub, not to the local machine or local Git, basically, or local storage that we have. Well, we gotta save that. I had to save that. I forgot to save that, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and save it. Should be good now. There you go. So, and the state changes. So changes came. There you go. Now what you have to do is go ahead and push this. You go back here to team and remote and push it. So now the reason why I don't have the information here is because I did not create a repository here. So what was the name of our Git Java, our project name? So you got to put the exactly same thing, Git Java. So that way you don't have any trouble. Git Java. It should have popped up there. It didn't because I didn't create this initially. So you want you can add a README. This is just, it's going to give you a little description. Public or private, that's totally up to you. This is created. So there you go, created. Now click on code. All you need is this URL. So if you copy this URL or hit here and go again, push this again, go on team, remote, push it. There you go. It came already. I mean, even if I didn't had to do it, like if I just put that, it's gonna come anyway here, because I created the repository there on my platform on Git, and Git it actually synced through and recognized it. So now next, you got to keep in mind one thing really critical, my friends. If you come across any situation here where it gives you an error that it's just not authorizing you, or it's just not authorizing you to get connected to the Git, or GitHub, I'll show you guys how to handle that. But before that, let's just go ahead and finish this up. Next, right here on the source, obviously you want to hit the master because you want this to go to the master branch. Add specification. You can definitely add the specification as well. Next, there you go. Push confirm. Basically, you're confirming the push, and be like, okay, confirm. There you go, pushed to this particular URL. Close. There we go. So we should have everything here. Now, if I go and refresh, I got everything I needed. You see that? So this is how you actually send your code or basically push your codes to GitHub. So that's how it's basically done. As I mentioned earlier, my friends, super simple, super simple. For you to know, I was gonna mention something I forgot. What was it? Yeah. So when you go back here, if you come across a situation where it does not authorizes you to basically bring changes, or it's say it might just give you an option, say like not authorized, whatever, like not authorized to get connected to Git or GitHub. This is what you have to do. What you have to do. Go here on your profile settings. Come all the way down. There's an option, I think, developer setting, and then personal access token, and then right here, generate new tick. I mean, I have a token already. Put a name, whatever, memo, whatever. Uh, the expiration. Put this no expiration. Hit the repo and generate. So once you generate this, this is where you're gonna get this code. Copy this and let me just go ahead one more time there so I can show you if it is gonna bring me there. Yeah, paste it right here, right here. And it should get rid of the error if you get any errors by any chance. And you should be good to go. That's it. That's how you basically, there you go, pushed. So this particular code or code has been already pushed there. So there you go. Demo 2. No, my bad. So I was looking for something different. Let's look up that. There you go. That's our project where actually we worked on. Master had recent pushes 3 minutes ago. So there you go. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple, pretty simple. We just brought changes. We can bring more changes now, and then we can actually come and look at it here easily. And whatever code, if you would like to look at it. That's pretty much it. I mean, compare and pull. This is a different project. Yeah, that's a different project up top there, but I was just gonna show you guys. I was gonna show you guys this one. There you go. So that was the code, right? You need to work hard, right? If you achieve it, else you fail. Yeah, cool. Um, we got it, right? We achieved it. So this is the code we had here. Tell me if I'm wrong. See, string masters get to. If you work hard, you'll get it. If not, else you fail. So that's what we have here on our GitHub or Git platform, basically, right here. So we push the code, we got it here. Cool. Let me know if you have any question. I wish you guys the rest of your good rest of your day, evening, or whatever is back there. Thank you.